Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so before the video begins, I would like to present you guys with an out-of-character disclaimer before the actual video begins to say, number one, that despite the fact that I am shirtless, this isn't going to be a shirtless maniac video, but this will be a Mega Crasher video. Now, I am not going to be bothering putting on a shirt when right after this video, I'm going to be going to bed because I've been up for basically 24 hours, okay? I've been up for almost 24 hours. I worked for 12 hours in a back shift on my security job. And then if you guys have watched my videos earlier today, there was a lot of shenanigans, you know, a lot of crazy news to talk about, not just for Pokemon Go, but for also Pokemon Direct, for those of you guys that have watched my videos earlier today. Now, of course, with the video like this is going to be more directed towards the wrestling fans here of our community. Well, it's directed towards everyone, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? But especially for those who are wrestling fans here on this channel, then hopefully you guys enjoy a video like this. Now, the second thing I want to address here real quick is to apologize to you guys for not giving you guys a WWE Extreme Rules predictions video. The thing of it is in combination with the stuff that cropped up with time constraints, I wasn't able to get a video like that for you guys, so I would like to apologize for that. So I would like to do something that I've actually done before here on this channel. I believe it was with WWE Payback, where I combined my predictions of the pay-per-view as to what I thought was going to happen, who was going to win matches, and then compare them to the results of each match and the pay-per-view itself. So we're going to be doing the same thing here. We're going to be combining two videos for the price of one here in a video like this. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's see if we can aim for a modest 15 likes. And now it's time to get into character. And I'm going to try to do the very best I can to give you as much energy as possible. You know, keep it 100, you know. But the thing is earlier today, like, I have spent a ton of energy with my videos and going to the gym and all that stuff. But nonetheless, hashtag keep it 100. I'm going to give you guys all I've got left of me. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's get into character. Let's do this.
Let's do this motherfucker down!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, it's your boy Mega Crasher, coming at you pumped up, coming at you hardcore, and coming at you guys back again once again with another epic and hyped as hell video. And did I say Pokemon fans of the world? Well, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to correct myself. I mean wrestling fans of the world, although every single kind of fan is included here in this kind of intro. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present you guys with a very special video, a 2-for-1 kind of special video where I combine my pay-per-view predictions and the pay-per-view results for WWE Extreme Rules, which took place last night. And I just gotta say, woo-wee, man, I am honestly, I don't even know where to begin, man. I am honestly so fucking bewildered, okay? Like, yes, there was some stuff in the pay-per-view that took place that kind of disappointed me a bit, but I just gotta say that all in all, like, it was a fun pay-per-view. I actually enjoyed it. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's get into the pre-show match. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so kicking off the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, we actually had the pre-show match coming in the form of Kalisto versus Apollo Cruz with Titus O'Neil. Now, of course, this match came about after Kalisto actually beat Apollo Cruz on SmackDown, and of course, they weren't going to have any of that, man. They were wanting to get that win back, so they thought, hey, man, I challenge you to a match at Extreme Rules. Now, my prediction, I actually thought that because of Titus O'Neil's distraction, that Apollo Cruz would actually win the match and get his win back, albeit with a little bit of controversy, but the thing of it is, it didn't exactly happen like that. I mean, yes, sure, Titus O'Neil did in fact interfere in the match, but it was against Apollo Cruz's kind of favor. Like, he turned out to be more of a hindrance than a help, is what I'm trying to say, and Kalisto ended up hitting him with that finisher, the Salida del Sols, and got the 1-2-3, and actually ended up beating Apollo Cruz again. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Are you serious? Holy shit, man. But you know, the thing of it is, it was an okay kind of match. I mean, obviously, it kind of stands to reason as to why it was on the pre-show, because it's not one of them kind of matches that's going to be sort of like a marquee kind of standout match or whatnot, but it wasn't a bad match overall. I mean, you got Kalisto, you have Cruz. I mean, you got two really solid high-flying kind of individuals. I mean, Cruz is a high flyer, and he's got the physique and the weight of like almost like a heavyweight kind of guy, you know? Like, the guy can move, okay? He is fucking athletic as anything. So, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I had actually predicted for Cruz to win, but turns out Kalisto actually won. So, yep, my predictions were way off track. So, not exactly a good start to the whole Extreme Rules pay-per-view predictions and results kind of video, but let's see who can turn this around when we now get to the matches on the main card. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so coming up next, we actually have ourselves the mixed tag team match between Sasha Banks and Rich Swann versus Alicia Fox and Noam Dar. And I'm just like, oh my god, dude, this match is gonna be a fucking mess. It's just like, anytime that you involve Alicia Fox in there, there's nothing but drama and a whole bunch of shenanigans and stuff like that. But that's kind of one of the reasons why I love Alicia Fox. Like, she's really quirky and hyper in her own way, and yeah, you know, she's crazy, but that's completely fine, okay? So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, like, the match was okay. I was really happy to see Rich Swann getting a really good reaction in his hometown. Like, when he came out, I was just like, yes, baby, that is the hometown crowd for you. And I was thinking, okay, like, hometown boy, hometown advantage, and I was thinking, okay, like, him and Sasha Banks have to win this match. That was my prediction, okay? So the match, like I said, was pretty good. It was okay. It wasn't exactly quote-unquote match of the night, but it wasn't exactly the worst match either. It was pretty good. So the thing is that what surprised me the most was that Sasha Banks, you know, she ended up hitting the double knees, like, you know, that move where she jumps off either the top turnbuckle or the ring apron and delivers the double knees to the opponent's shoulders and, like, slams them down, right? She did that to Noam Dar. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, are you kidding me? And then Rich Swann ends up hitting the Phoenix Splash on Dar, and they actually win the match. I'm like, yo, man. That was a pretty dope match. I mean, like, I didn't think that it would be, I didn't think it would be a bad match, but I didn't think it would be, like, you know, a quote-unquote good match. But hey, it was actually pretty good. I was pretty entertained, you know. Sasha Banks, she's an absolute badass, and Rich Swann, I mean, holy hell, like, that guy can fly high big time, bro. Woo! But anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, hey, I finally got a prediction right versus the results, so I'm 1 for 2. So let's see if we can tie it up in the next match. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so coming up next, we actually have ourselves the WWE Raw Women's Championship kendo stick on a pole match. You've got Alexa Bliss, the current Raw Women's Champion, versus Bayley, the challenger for the belt. And to be quite honest with you, I wasn't exactly... how can I say this, man? I mean, like, here's the thing, is that I love both Bayley and Alexa Bliss, but the match left a lot to be desired, man. Like, what the fuck, man? Are you serious? Like, the match was, like, not long at all, okay? Like, it wasn't as good as I had thought it would be, and it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, you know? I'm just like, fuck. Are you serious? So, basically what had happened was that, like, Bayley ended up getting the kendo stick, and the thing is that, like, she hesitated, okay? She fucking hesitated to hit Alexa Bliss, and Alexa Bliss took advantage, gave her finisher DDT move, retained the Women's Championship. I'm just like, oh my god. Like, in the words of Plumpy from What Culture, what just happened? I'm like, dude, like, that match was a fucking letdown. Like, are you serious right now? Like, I wasn't happy. I was not fucking happy with that match. I mean, like I said, like, I'm not dissing, like, Alexa Bliss and Bayley, but goddamn, man, I mean, you would have thought that for a high-stakes match like this, it could have been a little bit, lengthier and told more of a story, but, like, following the fucking, you know, It's Your Life segment that, Alexa Bliss put on Monday Night Raw, at the expense of Bayley, which... oh my god, that was cringe-worthy. Like, that was one of the worst fucking segments I have ever seen. And they followed up with a match that was lackluster. Like, I thought that the match would have had more fire. Bayley would have been out for blood, out for revenge. you know, after being publicly humiliated and all that stuff, but not to be fucking Alexa Bliss and winning the match and retaining the championship. Now, fuck me. Now, as for the predictions, okay, I actually predicted for Alexa Bliss to win the match, because the thing is that Alexa Bliss is very crafty, okay? She's sneaky like a fox, and I'm like, okay, she's gonna pull off something sneaky here in this match, but turns out the thing is, she didn't even need to pull anything sneaky or underhanded off. Bayley was her own worst enemy. Like, she fucking hesitated, to take a swing at Alexa Bliss with the kendo stick, and that was it. That was fucking basically the match. I'm like, come on, bro, are you serious? But you want to know something, on a more positive note, hey, at least that makes us 2 for 2 now. I mean, that doesn't cushion the blow of the fact that this match should have had more substance in it, man. Come on. Like, you left the fans fucking hungry for more, and they didn't get more. They didn't get what they come to see, man. So, with that being said, we are now 2 for 2 when it comes to predictions and results. 2 correct predictions and 2 wrong predictions. But now, ladies and gentlemen, are y'all ready for the next match? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so coming up next was one of those matches that I was very, very much looking forward to. I'm talking about none other than Team Extreme, the Hardy Boys, versus Cesaro and Sheamus inside of a 15-foot high steel cage. And I was just like, holy shit, are you kidding me, man? Like, this match was going to be fucking fire, okay? And for the most part, this match did not disappoint, but I was a little bit confused here. Because, okay, check me out on this, alright? The match stipulation was that if both members escaped the steel cage, they won the match and would be tag champions, right? Well, see, here's the thing, is that, like, in the match, Jeff actually escaped the steel cage, right? They escaped the steel cage. So, you know, technically speaking, like, that's one Hardy down. The other Hardy, all that person has to do is escape the steel cage, and that was it. But the thing of it is that, like, throughout the match, like, you know, Matt Hardy was more than holding his own against Cesaro and Sheamus, and I gotta say, that was pretty fucking cool, okay? And what else was cool was that when Jeff Hardy got back into the steel cage, he ended up performing a Whisper on the Wind on both Cesaro and Sheamus. I'm like, yo! Holy shit, bro, that's fucking cool! That was absolutely awesome, okay? But here's the part that confused me, okay? Jeff Hardy was technically declared already out of the steel cage because he had, you know, he had escaped the steel cage. But the thing is that they actually end up losing the match because Matt tried to escape, but Cesaro and Sheamus actually end up escaping the cage before Matt Hardy was able to pull Jeff out to the floor. So how does that make any sense? Like, Jeff Hardy was already out. So I mean, when Matt Hardy was out, he should have, like, that should have been the fucking match. That should have been it. But instead, it's like that. I'm not sure if this was intentional or if this was a legitimate blunder on the referee's part. But like, like, I don't even know what to say about this, man. I'm just like, fuck me. Like, this is crazy. Like, I had thought that once one member of the tag team had escaped the cage, that was it for them. Like, they were declared escaped, meaning that all the other teammate had to do was do their bidding and escape the cage. And Matt Hardy ended up escaping the cage, but the match wasn't over because Jeff was still inside the cage when he should have already been deemed the first person that escaped. Like I said, it should have stayed that way, but nonetheless, I don't know what the fuck else to say about that other than new tag team champions. Cesaro and Sheamus are now your new 2-time Raw Tag Team Champions, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, nothing against those guys. I absolutely love Cesaro and Sheamus. Like, they gelled together like a fucking awesome tag team, but I was predicting for the Hardy Boys to actually retain their championships, because it's like, you know, like, that was just my predictions, because, you know, it's the Hardy Boys, and I grew up watching the Hardy Boys, and I wanted my childhood heroes to win, and instead it's just like, Sheamus and Cesaro won, and I'm so fucking confused, because, again, it's like, I'm not sure if this was part of the match where it's like, where both members had to be simultaneously outside of the steel cage escaped, or if this was like, okay, one person escapes the cage, you know, that's it, but, you know, if they come back in, you know, it doesn't count. But I guess, like, you know, there was, like, miscommunication or misinformation or some shit like that. I mean, it was like, fucking hell, man. Like, I was confused, but nonetheless, it was a great match. Cesaro and Sheamus, your new tag team champions. But the thing of it is, though, ladies and gentlemen, now that brings us up, you know, to 3 predictions I got wrong and 2 predictions that I got right. So let's see if we can make it 3 against 3 in the next match. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so coming up next, we actually have ourselves the semi-main event of the pay-per-view, being the WWE Cruiserweight Champion Neville versus Austin Aries for the championship in a submissions-only match. I'm like, holy shit, man. This is gonna get good. This is where I thought that Aries was going to finally beat Neville after all of these months of just coming up short, okay? But, you know, obviously my money was on Aries, okay? And it was a great match, okay? You know, there was a lot of great action, you know, a lot of communication, or I should say chemistry, sorry. You know, and the thing is that, like, it wasn't as high flying as I had thought it would be, but hey, nonetheless, like, the thing is that those two still put on a great match. And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that, and see, this right here is like, I'm really not even sure if the referees were on point that night, because the thing is, this is now the second time that the referees had actually made a blunder, because there was no countouts in a submission match, and the referee was actually counting out, you know, both Austin Aries and Neville, and I'm just like, what are you doing, you fucking donkey? Like, you don't count out wrestlers in a submission match, man. The only way to win is by tapping out your opponents. And I'm just like, come on, man. So anyways, like, they were exchanging the Rings of Saturn submissions on each other. And Austin Aries actually got the last Chancery submission locked in on Neville, but it was on the outside of the ring, and it didn't count. So I guess it was like the only way to win via submission was to do so in the ring, which would have been nice to clarify that. But anyways, so what had happened was Austin Aries actually went to go for a suicide dive. He missed and fucking face planted. I'm like, dude, like, how did this guy like not break his face or something? Like, how, like, what the fuck, man? Like, woo! I was just like, man, Austin Aries, you're one tough son of a gun, man. I'm telling you. But the thing of it is that at the end of it all, Neville ended up hitting the red arrow move, and he ended up getting the Rings of Saturn on Aries, and Aries tapped out, and thus Neville retained the championship. And I was just like, my god, what a match. But fucking hell, man, like, again, it seems like that Austin Aries just always comes up a little bit short by hook or crook. There's always something that has to go wrong for Austin Aries. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, is he ever going to beat Neville? Is this the last time that these two are going to face off for the championship? I don't even know, man, but hey, Neville retained. I voted for Austin Aries to win the match finally, but that didn't work out. There did it. So, yeah, we are 2 predictions right and 4 wrong. So, suffice to say, I fucking lose either way. Doesn't matter if I get the last match right, but anyway, speaking of the last match, we have ourselves the main event of the evening, the Fatal 5-Way match to determine the #1 contender for Brock's Universal Championship at Great Balls of Fire. Great Balls of Fire. Just what the fuck? What the hell kind of match is Great Balls of Fire, man? Like, god damn it, man. I had honestly thought that was like a fucking rumor and shit, that the WWE was thinking about naming a pay-per-view Great Balls of Fire and shit. Well, good god, Great Balls of Fire, what the hell were you thinking? Like, dude, this ain't fucking child's play. This ain't the playground, man. This is like wrestling and shit. Like, you know, bring back King of the Ring, for God's sakes. King of the Ring was fucking awesome. How about Unforgiven? You know, Unforgiven was fucking good. You know, like, there's other pay-per-view names too that were actually really fucking awesome. Armageddon, why don't you bring that name back? Like, those pay-per-view names, my god, were so good. Like, Unforgiven, Armageddon, like, So crazy, man. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to move on to the main event. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so coming up next, we have the main event. We have ourselves the Fatal 5-Way match to determine who is the #1 contender for Brock's Universal Championship at Great Balls of Fire. You had Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor, and the Samoan submission machine himself, Samoa Joe. And wow, man, they really fucking put on a clinic here, man. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed this match. Like, I felt that it was, for the most part, very well paced. There was a lot of fast-paced action, and then kind of slowed it down a little bit with the big guys. But the thing is that I felt like that they dictated the pace of the match just right. And there was actually some pretty epic moments, okay? Like, for example, Seth fucking Rollins did a frog splash on Bray Wyatt through the announce table. And I'm just like, holy shit, man. Like, I always flip out whenever I see people go through tables, man, because that's a thing of beauty, man. It's something I've always been fucking crazy about since I was first introduced to wrestling back when I was like 9 years old, man. Holy shit. Like, I was so hyped. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, like, this match was really, really awesome, okay? Like, they were beating the living hell out of each other. There was a lot of close calls. I had actually thought that Finn Balor was going to win after he hit the double foot stomp on Reigns, but instead, Samoa Joe actually ended up grabbing Finn Balor and putting him in the Coquina clutch, passed him out, and Samoa Joe is now the #1 contender to face Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire. Oh my god, dude, that is a fucking dream match. You got two very, very big, athletic, fast-moving individuals that are known for beating the hell out of each other, throwing each other around, submission locking, all that stuff, brawling. I'm like, dude, this is gonna be fucking killer. This is gonna be a fucking killer match, man. Like, they need for this match to be just like, you know, smash mouth back and forth, you know? Like, none of the squash-ass shit, you know, none of, like, one-sided domination. Like, it has to be back and forth, because the thing is that Samoa Joe is sort of like the unstoppable force, and Brock Lesnar's like the immovable object. It's like, something's gotta give, and neither are willing to budge, man. Holy fucking shit. But see, the thing of it is, though, ladies and gentlemen, is that Samoa Joe was not my pick. I actually picked Finn Balor, okay? The reason I picked for Finn Balor is because, #1, I had actually wanted to see him and Brock Lesnar face off at Great Balls of Fire, so that Finn Balor could have a chance to get back his championship that he never lost to begin with, okay? He had to relinquish it 24 hours later after his epic match with Seth Rollins last year at SummerSlam, due to a shoulder injury. And the thing of it is that there was also that epic promo that Finn Balor and Paul Heyman cut on Monday Night Raw just recently. I'm thinking, well, here's the thing, man. It looked like the writing was on the wall. It looked like the writing was on the wall. I thought that Finn Balor was going to win the match. And it looked like he was going to win the match, but Sneaky Joe, man, Sneaky Joe, he fucking comes in, chokes you out, and Joe's now the #1 contender. And I'm just like, dude, like, I was not expecting this, but man alive, I cannot wait. I'm actually glad that the match happened the way it did and that Joe won. My god, it was a thing of beauty for sure. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below, man. I mean, hot damn, like, what did you guys think about the pay-per-view? I mean, I thought for the most part it was pretty good. There was a couple of disappointing factors into it, you know, mostly the fact that the referees blundered hardcore here a couple of times that, you know, involved matches and stuff like that. And the kendo stick on a pole match was really lackluster and disappointing. But other than that, I thought the pay-per-view was pretty good, you know? I actually thought it was really good, so let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. Who did you guys think was going to win each match, and why, and how do you guys feel about the results of each of the matches? So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this video, so I certainly hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, then make sure you smash the hell out of the like button. It's like I said at the beginning of the program, let's aim for 15 likes here for this video, and if you want more content like this, make sure you subscribe, support, stay positive, and don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, turn on notifications, because YouTube is sucking great balls of fucking fire these days with the goddamn glitches, man. Seriously, YouTube, fix your shit, otherwise I'm gonna give you the coup de grace from the top of the ladder through 2 tables. I mean it, man. I will do it, okay? So anyways, all joking aside, I want to say thank you all very much for watching this video. Much love to you cool cats, and I will see you next upload!